Hey, leaders, welcome to day 2 of the vlog. And again, I think we talked yesterday about what it looks like to trust the Lord in a season of uncertainty. And today I was listening to the briefing by Al Mohler, and he was just talking about when all the sports are gone, when the restaurants are closed, when all of the things that we use to kind of entertain ourselves are gone. What do we look to? And so I know for me, I get a little bit antsy, especially day 2 in the house with my kids. I know that they are getting stir crazy, and that leads me to be a little stir crazy. In my tendency when I get stir crazy is to get angry a lot more easily. And so today, the Lord really has brought Psalm 131 to mind. And so I just wanted to share that with you this afternoon. And it's a short one, just 3 verses, but it can be really convicting. And it says this: O Lord, my heart is not lifted up. My eyes are not raised too high. I do not occupy myself with things too great and too marvelous for me, but I have calmed and quieted my soul. Like a weaned child with its mother, like a weaned child is my soul within me. O Israel, hope in the Lord from this time forth and forevermore. And I think, again, the beauty of having some of those things that entertain us, that kind of occupy our mind, that occupy space in our thoughts, having those things stripped away, what we're left with are really those things that are going on in our hearts, and they've been there all along, but because of the situation that's going on right now, because of the circumstance that we're in, we have a tendency to be confronted with them more, whether that's like me being at home with my kids and then being crazy and louder than I wanting my kingdom to come and my will to be done, or whether it's man being concerned about what's going to happen with my job tomorrow. Am I going to have it when I walk in? I was reading an article today about a lady who owns a gym, and she's been forced in Dallas County to shut down her gym, which means that her livelihood in this moment is gone. Her friends, what she said, all my friends are at the gym. Those things are gone, and she just feels really isolated. And so for us, especially as a church, where we enjoy getting together, we look forward to gathering together on a Sunday morning, and now some of those things are gone. We don't have the ability to do that. And in our grow meeting today, that was probably one of the things that I said I want to pray about most, that I'm most concerned about, is the people who walk in and out of the doors of our church every single Sunday who already feel a little bit isolated. How much more so now they're not even able to come on a Sunday morning or a Wednesday night. And so hopefully you saw in the email last night that we are asking that if you have the ability to meet in a group smaller than 10, if you feel comfortable doing that, if you are not showing any symptoms of sickness or any of those things, we're saying, man, if you can do it, if you can have some people over for dinner, we want to encourage you to do that. We definitely wouldn't mandate that you do that. We're not going to judge you if you don't, but if you have the ability, we'd love for you to be able to continue to get together and encourage one another, especially like Hebrews 10 would say, as we see the day drawing near. And then on the other side of that, if you have access to a computer and access to the internet, you can use Google Hangouts, and you can gather a large group of people on Google Hangouts for free. And so, listen, if you are feeling isolated as one of our leaders, man, reach out to someone. Reach out to me. Reach out to someone in your group. You can reach out to Emily Kelly. We want to be able to encourage you during this time. But again, because you guys are so incredibly good at what you do, our hope is that during this time that you're reaching out to your people, the people in your ABF, the people in your CG, that you're checking in on them, that you are encouraging them, that you are praying for them and letting them know it. And so, listen, we love you guys. We want you to be connected because we need that. We were created by God in his image, and God is a perfect, loving community in and of himself, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And you've heard me say this a lot, that we were, our faith, while it is incredibly personal, it was never meant to be private. And so we want you to reach out, even when it's difficult, even if you have to do it over the internet or over FaceTime or over. The reason I'm doing this video thing every single day is because sometimes hearing a voice is better than reading an email, and sometimes seeing a face is even better than hearing a voice. And so, listen, reach out to your people. Shoot them a text, shoot them an email. But if you have the ability and you have the tech savviness to do so, and I would encourage you to FaceTime them or Google Hangout with them or Zoom with them, whatever that looks like. Just be sure that you're checking in with your people. But for all of us, knowing that those things that we generally occupy our minds with, those things have been stripped away. And what a sweet opportunity to really begin to dig into our hearts and to see what's there. What I love about the pressures of life, what I love about difficult circumstances is that as they press in, what comes out of us is what's in our hearts. So if you see some things that are coming out of you that maybe you didn't know were there, or maybe you thought were that you had dealt with, those things begin to rear their ugly heads. What a sweet moment to be able to deal with those things, especially in community. And so my encouragement to you is over the course of this season, and be sharing and confessing with your group just like you would if they were sitting right across from you. I know that my hope is that I will be, but my prayer for all of us is that we would hope in the Lord from this day forevermore, this day forward and forevermore. And then like a weaned child, we would be calm and we would be quiet in our soul, because we know that our hope has not been shaken. Our joy cannot be taken. And at the end of the day, like I said yesterday, God is in the heavens. He is sitting on his throne. He's still in control. And he loves each and every one of us deeply. He loves you deeply today. And I love you today. And I look forward to hearing from each of you. And I look forward to spending a little more time with you again tomorrow. So blessings to you and your family. Have a great night.